All right, guys, welcome back to the Balcony AUX Chord podcast. As you already know, we're the podcast that's trying to build this community, this music community online with using music to start off dialogue, to start talking about politics, love, emotions, stories, memories, all this shit by using music. But this week we decided on talking about basketball. And, it's because the Lakers have just won the championships. And, obviously, we're not just going to talk about basketball. We're going to talk about the mentality of maybe, what does it take to be in that position? Or, what does it take to be, the best? And maybe we might dabble in some anime talk, too. I feel like there's some parallels that anime
really?
has. I don't know. But,
okay. I mean, we could get into that.
We can definitely get into it. But
I will never shy away from an anime discussion.
Yeah, but the idea of Balcony AUX Chord is that we used to talk on the balcony, and we used to talk about music, about some dumb shit. And most of the time we're just talking about things that are happening in our lives. And we had music in the background. Obviously music is a very important part of that session. But we just want to talk about just anything really. This podcast can go in any direction we want because it's ours, bitch. This piece of shit podcast is ours.
That's true.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So,
do whatever the fuck,
you were watching the game. It was airing quite early in Thailand, so I didn't get to watch it, but I obviously have been following it for the past months, basically. How was it?
What do you think? What do I think?
Yeah, what do you think?
I don't know, man. It was game 6, right? So the Lakers were obviously favorites to win.
Yeah.
And so the Heat was kind of the underdog. But what made it kind of special was game 5, in which the Miami Heat as an underdog won.
Right.
Because the Lakers kind of fucked up a little bit.
Yeah, man.
A few players. Yeah.
Yeah, no, okay. So I want to tell the viewers that Findi is new to basketball, new to the NBA in terms of watching it, yeah. And he hasn't been a sports kind of fan ever since I've known him. He cares about football sometimes, football, American football sometimes, but rarely.
American football? When did I ever?
You were oh, the Ravens,
what?
The Ravens, fucking that guy.
Oh my god, yeah, that was it's crazy.
Yeah, but I don't care. That was a long time ago. At all. But I personally follow just I mostly basketball and some football, soccer. So but this shit has been going on for a couple months down to the playoffs, and I just want to talk about it because it just happened, right?
I got super hyped.
Yeah, I'm happy that LeBron got to win his 4th champion, also 4th Finals MVP. Dude, the man is a legend. He's a living legend. I don't think we realize that we're witnessing greatness right now. He is Michael Jordan of this era.
He's King James.
Literally if you don't appreciate him now, you're gonna be left in the dust. Yeah. Which sucks, man. Cuz Kobe was great, but he isn't the greatest. He's great. You know?
Yeah.
And during the 2000s, he was the guy, Shaq and Kobe. But King James has been the guy for the past 15 years. Yeah. Whatever.
He's our generation's, I guess, Michael Jordan.
No, but the thing is Michael Jordan happened, right? And then no one could come. And then it was LeBron. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And no one was Michael Jordan before that.
It was crazy.
It's just that.
Yeah, watching that guy was crazy, dude. I mean, I just started watching basketball this year, right? So there's a whole lot. He's been at the top of the game for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember, he's been at the top of the game for a while, and now even at this age, he's 36. He's still just dominating, and he's still setting records and stuff. You know what I mean? When we talk about peaks and stuff,
he's still fucking going up.
At 36, crazy. When most people end their careers, he's still you don't know if he's peaked yet.
Yeah. Yeah, he I don't know, man. There's a running joke that LeBron's built different. Like he is, like literally, he's just built different. Like if he was placed in any sport, he'd be the best in that sport. Like no matter what. Like okay, maybe like tennis, ping pong, or something. Like probably not.
Yeah,
but
I don't know, man. I think it's like we were just talking about like mentality, right? That's what you wanted to talk about. Yeah. Like what, like because like I saw one of the interviews and I think like he was talking about something like
respect.
It's at the end that was sick too. But mentality, what I was gonna talk about was like because it's a mental game, you know what I mean? Like as everything in life, and sports is like. It's like you only.
I would say it's 50% mental. Like it's like 50% mental, pretty sure.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not like you're not like practicing hard. Yeah. Only, you know, you're not only talented. It's not only about skill. It's not only about hard work. It's also about like your mental toughness.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know if that can be like, is that built or is it like? What do you think? Like
I think it's built.
Because I mean,
I think it's built.
It's built, right?
Yeah, it's like a killer instinct, man. Like.
But is it something that you're born with or something that you just kind of nurture throughout?
I don't know, man.
Competitive, like growing up and stuff like that.
I don't fucking know. Maybe. Obviously, it's probably both. Like you can't really exclude any that debate's kind of overplayed a little bit. But I feel like this killer instinct is definitely something you're born with and you're given the gift of as you grow up. You know, like if your parents teach you to be like, yo, like be a winner, man. Like you're a fucking winner. Like LeBron is a winner, you know. Like people in life you meet all on the way, and they're like, "You're a winner, dude. Like you're gonna win. Like no matter what, you're like gonna win." And like he's just one of those guys. And like there's just people like that, like left and right. And like I think you can't teach it, but you can probably like maybe influence it in like particular ways. In like formative years,
particular ways.
Yeah.
Do you think like playing sports and having that mindset of I want to win was like a big deal for you? Actually,
oh yeah, definitely.
Because you were like the captain of a few teams. Yeah. Like you were that guy. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I mean, I had like many things going for me. Like in terms of like mental wise, like I grew up like fat as fuck. I still am fat as fuck. But like I always had like a chip on my shoulder, right? Being like I'm the fat guy who's like trying to prove himself that he's capable of like being good, if not the best at what like I'm doing, right? And like I'm like I've always had that in my mind, and like I think it fuels my drive to like beat or like overcome the opponent or even my peers, even like in terms of like sports, like that's always been my drive. And like it's just when you talk about killer instinct, I think I have it like because like I remember like when I was playing rugby, like I'm a prop, if anyone even cares about any of the terms at all. I'm a prop, I'm a forward. So what that means is that you're the big guy who
just runs through shit.
Like your body is a battering ram basically. And like at that point, like whenever I played rugby, like I was like, I'm gonna go through this guy. Like I'm gonna fucking like just truck him down. And like that mentality when I'm like playing sports, I was like, I don't know. It has evolved in many ways. I think I've become more chill as a person. But like when I do things or when I compete, I'm pretty intense about it.
You're like I'm gonna run through you kind of thing.
And I think it's translated towards like just like running for things in terms of like elections and stuff. Like whenever I do stuff, I like do it. You know me. Like I do it. Like I don't fucking half-ass anything.
Yeah.
Like
If I want to win, you think that was influenced by just playing sports and like a chip on your shoulder?
A little bit. Yeah. The chip on my shoulder is probably the biggest one out of it. But I don't know. And like in terms of my parents teaching me, I didn't get that from my parents at all. Like they're chill as fuck. Like my mom's always like, she's a person who didn't get good grades. She didn't give a shit. She was one of those like kind of like quote unquote slackers in the class. And then she would just like chill, you know? And like she's always like, it's like it's okay to lose. Like whatever, man. Like it's just lose, it's just life, right? My dad, I guess like cause he's like a cop and like he's like, you know, I mean he's like more forceful maybe on like teaching and
Yeah.
stuff for that. Maybe. But,
No, he seems chill, bro. I've met him a few times.
Yeah.
He does not seem forceful at all.
Yeah, but like,
that's so much fun. Like you're that's so fun.
He's like, yo, you want to go eat at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
He's like, you want to go eat?
Yeah, he's like just crack jokes and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like last week I was out of town and we got hungry at like 1 a.m. And I was like, yo, Dad, you want to go eat? And he's like, yo, where do you want to go?
At 1 a.m. outside of town. Yeah. What a fucking
we just ate, like,
what a G,
we
dude.
ate kotom. It was good. It was lit.
Kotom kuih ba?
Yes, sir. So good.
Oh, man.
I miss it so much.
That.
Yeah, that's like the...
You know what I miss?
Yeah.
I miss just having like food, but like having like a lot of dishes for a meal. You know what I mean? Because you know when you cook at home and when you buy shit, yeah, you're one thing is you're too poor to buy multiple things. Yeah. So you just buy one thing.
Yeah.
And then when you make shit, you don't fucking cook for an
hour
hour for one meal.
Yeah, yeah.
A meal takes 15 minutes to eat. Like I'm not spending more than 30 minutes cooking. Fuck that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Didn't you just have like Thanksgiving though?
Yeah, I was like dead. I passed out. I had a food coma. I had 3 food comas, one after dessert.
Damn. All right, damn. No, okay. Going back to the mentality thing, I want to ask you, like, do you think you have it? Do you think
I don't, bro?
Okay, why?
That's kind of like what I've been struggling with, actually.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
since we're I guess we're fucking
confessing
talking about this, confessing on the fucking podcast. I guess only like
why? Okay, talk about it.
I don't know. I think it's just like I feel that I lack like gas. Like when I pursue a project or I pursue anything, I lack gas to kind of like make it through. You know what I mean? I'm the kind of guy that like makes like, you know, big statements and or have like big ideas and stuff. And then I can't like there's no sort of like the thing, there's no like mentality where, you know, like where LeBron was just like, yo, like, I want to win.
You know, like give me my respect.
I watched The Last Dance. I watched The Last Dance. Like I watched The Last Dance and Michael Jordan was like, I want to win. And then nothing affected his mentality.
Nothing. Yeah.
For me, I'm just like that for a little bit, and then shit dies out. Like he runs out of battery, like halfway through.
Why do you think that?
Like that's what I'm struggling with.
Did like growing up, like did you have like that role model that like just like was chill? Like I would imagine like maybe like that emotion comes from like someone who's like more chill in your life, like kind of like is passionate, but also just like, you know, like it's fine, like
yeah. The big like idea maker, the big talkers, the big like that the I don't know, like I don't know who or when that came about. Like I don't think I ever, I don't know, like I'm not sure, but it was just never like, even when I play sports, it was never like, oh, we need to win. We need to,
why?
Like, you know what I mean?
Why would you play sports if you don't want to win?
No, I'd want to win, but it would be sort of like it would be like there would be a drive to win, but you know, I was never the kid that cried if we lost. You know what I mean? I was just like I was never the kid that would get like emotional about sports. Like I was just there because it was fun. Right. You know what I mean? Like I was just there like if they put me on the court, like I was also I was a sub, bro. Like there's a difference between me and you. You were the captain of the team. I was on the bench making jokes. Like
it's okay. It's okay.
No, I'm serious. No, that was it. I was the spirit of the team. You know, that's how I helped out.
Maybe it's a passion thing. Let me reframe it. Okay, maybe what if it was like an art competition or like something that you prefer, like or something that in your field.
No. It's the thing is, I don't think I'm competitive as a person.
Okay, that's fine.
I dislike the idea of competing.
Right.
For some fucking reason. Right. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I always felt that I dislike the idea of just like, oh, there's a person and there's another person who's like who you're trying to get the best of, or beat, or something like that. Makes me, I don't know why, it makes me uncomfortable.
Are you scared of confrontation? Is that the thing? Like you don't like confrontation?
bro, you know me for 5 years. This is one of my defining traits. That I don't like confrontation.
Is that true? I don't know, man.
It's the story that like is constructed around me. I think I don't know.
Right.
I mean, it's not necessarily true, but it's sometimes, you know.
Yeah. I get it. Like compared to me, you are not confrontational. That is true. That is true.
Compared to
compared to most people, you're less confrontational.
Compared to most other people, I'm more of just like, you know, I mostly just observe, crack a few jokes, like
Airbender.
Yeah, kind of, right?
You like move around.
That's the thing.
You move around the problem.
But then exactly. But when there's sort of like a thing, like the mentality of beating, then that's where I think it affects me negatively, because there's no sort of like, you know, like, fucking beat the shit.
Yeah.
Or there's no like, I don't know.
That's so fascinating. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think you're framing it as if it's bad. I don't think it's bad at all. Personally, I think like the world just needs all people. Like people who are competitive and people who aren't competitive.
They need to be doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Like they need to be the right
Plato.
Yeah. They need to be the right chord in the grand scheme, like a clock, like a watch. You know, there's like a little like shit.
You need all these people to make like the society work, basically, right? If you imagine like everyone was competitive, and like killer instinct, like LeBron or whatever, like I would imagine we would be in like the state of nature, like, you know, like people are fighting.
Okay, but don't you think everybody needs a bit of like everything though? Kind of.
Of course, you need balance, like obviously.
Yeah, like you need exactly. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is all the time we go back to this
balance. All right, thank you guys for listening. We're done with this podcast. Balance. All right, we're gonna balance it out.
This is such a fucking, you know, how art students, we just like argue a bunch of shit, and at the end we compromise.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's just me again as a non-confrontational person. I always end my papers with a compromise. Like, yeah, this is what I'm saying, but also like you gotta take into consideration this.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Maybe I'm diplomatic. I don't fucking know.
I think we're both diplomatic in that. Like, I'm more confrontational, but in a soft way, I think. Even compared to most confrontational people, you know. There's confrontational people who are like, you know, like, I'm gonna fucking beat you. Like, I'm gonna destroy you.
There's that, bro. There's that.
And I'm more like, I want you to see how I'm seeing this. Like, I want to make you understand what I'm understanding right now. Instead of being like, I want to convince you. Like, that's not me.
Yeah. I don't know, man. For me, like, I guess being confrontational for me is always like just something that like I put off. You know what I mean? It's something I avoid, first of all. It's something I avoid, first of all. Yeah. And then when I can't avoid it anymore, I have to deal with it. But every time that I deal with it, I feel like it's because I have to deal with it.
Yeah. It's like on a schedule, like to-do list.
Yeah, it's on like the things you don't want to do, but have to do.
Right.
And then you put it off until it becomes dangerously like problematic, and then you.
Yeah. I can definitely see you being in like a relationship and never breaking up with a person. You're like. Like, I've been dating them for 7 years now. I wanted to break up since the first month.
Yeah, since the first month. No, bro. No. When I have to do it, sometimes I do it. You know what I mean? Like,
me?
I think so. I don't know. I try my best, but sometimes I fuck up. But yeah, you know.
You know.
I'm trying though. I'm trying to be a lot better. I haven't having a lot of success, but I'm trying, I guess.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you want to be competitive?
I think I want to be more competitive. I think I think a little more of that would be good for me. That's what I think.
I think that's good too. Like, it's just like, I don't want to associate it with drive, but like, just because people who are competitive kind of drive themselves towards something, like, I don't think drive should be the same thing with competition, you know? Because like competition is beating other people. Drive is like a certain self competition or something.
But even being competitive, like there needs to be some degree of competitive that you are with yourself or your past self. You know what I mean? Because when you're getting better at something, it's sort of like you're kind of beating yourself.
Of course, yeah.
Like there's this movie, Scott Pilgrim. I don't know if you've seen it.
I have.
And then so he fights through all these like. He fights through like all this
the levels of
of the levels of and then at the end, like, he has to fight like himself, it has to be. This is like a trope in like so many of the shows. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like in Naruto, there was like in the early Shippuden episodes.
I told you we were gonna talk about anime.
Yeah, I knew it. We were gonna go into anime.
Told you.
No, but you know, remember when the Lee, Neji, and Tenten? I think that team. Yeah, they had to fight clones of themselves.
Yes.
So they were forced to become a lot better in one. Like, in order to be themselves, they have to be better than who they were when they went into the fight.
I remember this,
So it was one battle that they had to get better, or else they would lose.
Yeah, immediately. You gotta get it better.
That was... That concept, bro, is like...
Yeah. I don't... Yeah, that's crazy. But you do want to be competitive. And do you know how you're gonna get there? Like, do you...
No, I think it's just at first it has to be with myself, right? Most of it is about like you like competing with other people is like I think like even like LeBron James in that game.
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Mr. LeBron James.
No, like no. Think about it. Like in that game, he was competing with himself.
Sure, because he's the best. He knows he's the best on that court.
Yeah, like he was competing with himself. Like like in that, you know, like last game, like it was like game 5, like they should not have lost that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
they should not have lost that, but they did. So you know, like he's still competing with himself, like he's still like doing all that. So yeah,
fuck,
I guess you just have to compete with yourself.
Like I think I'd like to think that I've grown into someone who is not as competitive now, but can like trigger it when I have to, just because like I don't know, man, like just like living life, like I try not to be so serious when it comes to like petty competition. Like I don't know, like when it comes to like I hate it when I'm playing with like cards with someone and they're like super competitive with it. So I'm trying not to be that guy, you know. Like I don't know if you've ever played like Monopoly with someone and they're like super fucking competitive, and I'm always like, yo man, chill, like chill, bro. Like, I don't want to be that guy. Like obviously when it comes to life and like maybe like, you know, getting to where you want to be, like you probably need that drive and competition, but like not to the extent where like you're like trying to tear someone down or something.
Yeah,
like
of course,
there's ways of competing that is not.
Do you think
not malicious?
Do you think, speaking of competition, do you think it's just natural for us to compete with each other? I mean, it's kind of built into our DNA or whatever.
It definitely is. Yeah, survival of the fittest. That's the term, right?
Yeah,
like you compete.
Exactly,
like, natural selection.
You compete with even other people, like other human beings. You know, for like everything. That's just, that's I guess the reason why I see competition as something kind of important.
I think that's also like, why you see it as something primitive too.
It's primitive, of course. It's primitive.
Yeah, no, but I think that's also
why it's
why
essential.
You think it's something you don't want to be.
I think it's essential. Like
essential.
Everything's like essential. Essential competition.
Essential.
No, be the most sensual. I don't fucking know. No, like I think it's essential. Like I think competition.
Essential.
Yeah.
You're saying essential. Yeah.
Essential.
Yeah, okay. We're good now.
What do you mean, bro?
You were saying essential. Like sensual. Like let me touch you sensually.
No, don't touch me.
Oh. That's what she said.
No.
Shout out to May. What's up, May? May's my girlfriend, everyone.
Your girlfriend's not watching this.
No, she isn't.
My
girlfriend always says that she listens to the podcast, but I know she doesn't listen to the podcast. So
she has better things to do, bro.
So to everyone, fuck you, Vinny. To everyone who listens to this podcast, you know, just DM her, tell her to listen to the podcast just because you've listened to it. And like, if okay, here's a Easter egg for everyone who is listening to this point of the podcast. What should the Easter egg be? And comment it to us if you listen to it.
I wanna Easter eggs.
I wanna fucking see how many people care about this podcast enough to listen through it all. Comment what? Comment a sensual. Comment essential in the comments. Essential. All right? I just want to see how many people fucking care about this shit. I'm just a little bitter. I'm a fucking bit.
It's me later watching this video. Trying to write the thing.
Yeah, man. Fucking May. May doesn't listen to this podcast.
Writing the fucking...
Yeah.
It's alright.
Fucker.
It's a...
What? Motherfucker.
Anyways, what were we talking about?
I love you.
You gotta
say it. You gotta fix it. In case she's
all that you're talking shit for literally like 3 minutes.
That's my life. I just talk shit. I was just like, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh
man.
Like I'm pretty sure if we like chat on like I don't know if we chat on like Shawn Mendes or some shit for like a whole episode, and if he was like, "Yo, I love your podcast, I want to be on it," we'd be like, "Oh, we're sorry, we love your shit." Pretty sure
Shawn Mendes is sick though.
No, what's that song? That was a bad example.
Lost in Japan.
Okay, give me another song that you like.
Oh yeah, no, but you showed me that song, Lost in Japan. That was kind of lit. You know, it was
exactly,
it was tasteful.
Bro.
It was, but you said this is quote unquote. You were like, this song is an anomaly, though.
It is. To all the Shawn Mendes fans, what's up,
Shawn
bro?
Mendes is watching right now.
What if Shawn Mendes is one of the 18 viewers?
Yeah, it's just Shawn Mendes. Yeah, cut that. It's probably like 16. Me and you are one of the two. That's tough.
Killer mentality, man.
It's Mamba mentality.
Mamba mentality. We're killing these pop stars, man.
Yeah. That's tough, dude.
No, but like growing up watching anime, like maybe not so now, but like that killer mentality and that mentality to be better is so much ingrained in anime.
Oh yeah. That's why you want to talk about it. I feel like that's a very Japanese thing.
Yeah,
you know?
anime, okay, yeah, sure. Let's talk about Japanese culture then. Like, you want to be better than who you were yesterday. Like, that's just the premise of like of anime. It's like, in order to beat this motherfucking villain, I'm gonna fucking do push-ups until my arms break and I bleed. Right? That's like very anime thing to do.
That's very anime. Every shonen protagonist has that mentality.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I'm gonna train until I can beat them, and then like develop new skills to go beat them. You know, that's about it. Mm-hmm. And like I think there's kind of like a hero's journey thing going on for them, eh?
Yeah.
Findi, what are you finding? Findi's looking around his room and he's not paying attention to my anime talk.
This is exactly what I was gonna say about the thing that you were saying. There's a
that
meme
means nothing.
That I saw. There's a meme that I saw.
That sentence means nothing.
Okay, no, there's a meme that I saw. Let me show you.
All right. Oh man, there's so many words. There's so many
I'm gonna read it to you.
Read it to basically the audience.
Oh right, sorry. This is basically the mom of Deku from
okay, yeah.
From
My Hero Academy.
My Hero.
Yeah.
Okay, basically, and then she's holding a piece of paper that says, "Maybe the reason you watch so many anime is because you like to see young persons fight for their dream without giving up. While your whole meaningless life, you just went with the flow."
That's for you.
I know, exactly. That's why I'm so attracted to anime, I think.
Yeah. And that's maybe it's probably probably maybe why I don't get attracted to anime. Because it's just like it's I don't know, man. It's just the same story every time.
Yeah.
Maybe
because I don't know because you don't. I feel like
I don't see it.
It's not as personal for you.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
it's not as personal for you.
I get it though.
Like when I see Naruto fucking like practicing the Rasengan, developing the Rasen Shuriken.
Yeah,
you remember that?
Dude,
that
I
was
cried.
Sick. Yeah, that was fucking sick. Like you see those, and you see like Deku, and he's fucking like training and shit, to become. Like him and like Bakugo, like they have a rivalry and they make each other like better. Like Naruto and Sasuke, you know, like all these characters, like in Bleach, like he trains like his ass off.
Yeah. I haven't found my rival yet. Gotta find a rival.
Like Joe Biden, Donald Trump.
No, that's not rival. No, not
rival.
It's more so like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson or something. Do you know anything like that? Do you know anyone like that?
No, I don't know anything before this season of basketball, bro.
Yikes.
No, I know.
Yeah, like rivals, man. You gotta have like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like it is that sense of competition, but like I think it's, for me, it's more like a sense of brotherhood. Like you understand, you respect the other person so much that you elevate them to your position in your mind. So you're like, yo, like you're good enough that I put you on this pedestal where like I want to be better than you. Because why would you put someone who you already know is not as good as you on that point, right? Why would you be rivals with someone who's shit? That's dumb.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's such a different way that you approach this.
Yeah,
like Naruto and Sasuke, like they wanted to be better than each other.
Yeah, but I hate Sasuke.
Okay, yeah, but still, though,
let's just drop that
relationship. That relationship that you describe was a relationship between Naruto and Sasuke, between Deku and Bakuro, like, you know, all these characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like I honestly think Sasuke should have died, so I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, I don't like Sasuke either. Like he just became a good person.
Yeah, like what a fucking.
I think he should have been like a martyr. Like, you know, he realized.
There you go.
He was like, I'm gonna die for the shinobi cause. And he became a good guy, just like my brother. And then
there you go.
At that,
Duality, man.
He doesn't have to come back and have a kid, and then now he just like cameos in like Naruto.
Fuck that! Like, why do you gotta do that? Like such fan service. I don't like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But yeah, I'm trying to find a rival right now.
Very not sorry.
I'm gonna go challenge people on the streets, man. I'm like, you want to be my rival?
This should be. You should say to the audience.
That should be part of our
looking for like accepting LinkedIn applications.
Comment if you want to be my rival. At this point, if you still care about this podcast and you're still listening, comment.
You're so salty, bro.
Comment. I'll be your Sasuke.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We're
probably gonna get to
anime, of course. What other animes do you think gets you like hyped?
Gets me going.
Yeah, it gets you fucking going.
I don't watch a lot of anime, man. That's the thing. So I can't talk too much about it.
You used to, bro.
Okay, so Shokugeki is a good example of that too, because he's like he's a cook. Okay, so it's Food Wars. So it's called Food Wars, right?
Sick.
This kid is basically he goes to this like cooking academy, and like there's this thing where like you can challenge other people to like a cooking competition, and this guy basically wants to be the best cook in the world, right? And like he challenges everyone. He's like a cocky motherfucking prick, right? And then he he loses, he wins, and like he gets there. And like that's the story of life, though, right? Like you gotta.
Yeah, but he's so cool. Like he's too cool. Like he's too OP. Like he's too like level headed. You know, like it doesn't phase him. Like he's competitive, but he's like always confident. It's not like he's never like fearful. I think like a real champ is the one who like goes in scared but like goes in anyways and like does well. That's what I think. I don't know.
Do you think LeBron was fearful?
No way, bro.
Yeah, so what the fuck are you talking about?
No. I'm just saying that like I have more respect.
Okay.
I guess not more respect, but I personally relate to the stories more when it's that kind of hero that's like you know, like
I get it.
Right, like I like acknowledges the fact that they're fucking terrified, but like pulls through. You know what I mean? They don't like fuck off. They don't like get scared away.
Yeah, sometimes like when I get scared, like I just tell myself like not to get scared. I'm so scared of myself that I stop being scared of what I have to do.
Is it like the only thing we have to fear is fear itself kind of scenario?
Maybe, but I'm always like, fuck it, dude. Like, these people aren't shit. Like, whenever I have to meet, like, important people in my life, I'm like, this person ain't shit. Like, they're just human, bro. Like, why you gotta be scared? They ain't shit. So I walk in and just, like, be myself. And that's how I get things done, man. That's how I get interviews done. Damn. I just talk to people, like, I'm like, yo, like, who the fuck are you?
It's like, it's harder for some people though.
No, it is. It is definitely like I just have a very brutish way of like approaching stuff like this. I'm just like, yo, like, I think I'm all that. That's the thing. Like I'm that guy who's always like, confident. Obviously, I have my own insecurities. I'm not gonna tell you about it. Fuck. But I think most of the time I am pretty confident, and in the way that I think that I overcome these fears and you know, like approach them calmly, I suppose. Like I've done a lot of scary shit in my like scary, nerve-wracking is probably a better word. Stuff that, like, you know, like you just gotta do it. Like you just gotta do it and build that confidence. Like baby steps, I think. Like for people who are younger that might be listening, maybe I don't fucking know. Like I would say, like, just do everything in your path. Like whatever it is, just do it. Like be the captain of your team. Like, you know, like that's like the small scale, right? And then, like, you know, because you get a chance to talk to your team as a leader. You might, like, you know, tell people things and stuff like that. And then you grow, you be like the president of like a club. And then, like, you talk in events now. You talk with people who are supervising now. Then you grow, and then you're working now. Then you're talking with blah, 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 blah. And, like, I went through the MC path. I went through, like, the entertainer kind of path. So, like, I forced myself to, like, perform live at, like, an unplugged concert at my school. I wasn't a guitar player. I wasn't a singer, but I was like, yo, I gotta do this to overcome my fear of, like, stage fright, basically. So I just did it. It's like solo. Like I fucked up midway, but I was like, fuck it. Like it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very just like push your way through kind of.
Yeah, push your way through things.
Like it's like yeah. I get it though.
You know, I always tell so we graduated from the same university, right? But our underclassmen, I always tell them for advice, I always tell them that if you're comfortable, that's probably not a good thing. For a young person to be comfortable is like probably the most dangerous thing you can probably have. Like,
yeah.
If you're comfortable, it means that your life is predictable and you're not forcing yourself to do new things. So you're not learning anything. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, and then like, but if you're always in a position where like fearful of like making a mistake, that means you don't know what you're doing, and that means that you're learning from it. So I'm always telling people to like just do it. Like, don't be scared. Just do it.
Yeah. Just do it and fuck up and just whatever.
Do it and fuck up. Like I remember, like, to this day, it kind of haunts me a little bit. I fucked up on stage at the Thai festival at Vancouver. Like, I was singing and I fucked up. I just fucked up. I like forgot the lyrics, and like the music stand like fell because of the wind. It just fell, and I was like, fuck, how do I fucking sing now? And it was like to this day, it kind of haunts me a little bit. But like, you gotta move on. Like, it just happens, right? And like, but like till this moment, I look back and I'm like, I'm stronger because of that memory. Like obviously, like, it still hurts me a little bit, but like it has taught me to be like, yo, like you gotta know your lyrics at this point. You gotta learn it from this point, like off by heart. Like I think this comes to mind when I talk about it. You know Steve Harvey, and how he fucked up the Miss Universe shit.
Yeah, that was a big fuck up, bro. That was tough.
Argentina wins. Nope. Philippines wins.
No.
But I think the pageant, the organization did a smart thing by bringing him back again, because he's not gonna make that mistake again.
Yeah, no.
Right?
Yeah.
If you think about it, he's the safest person to do it, because he's not gonna repeat his mistake again. Because he came back many years like after that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, so like, just keep doing it, guys. Like, no, I say that I began this by saying young people to listen to me, but I think anyone could listen to this advice.
Anyone, dude. It's not too late. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, it's not like I'm not saying like that. I'm just saying that like these skills, like it's not like you develop it as a kid or you don't. Right, you know what I mean? Like it's a constant thing. Yeah, every battle is like a new battle, right? Like every thing you tackle in life, that's something you haven't tackled before. And so it doesn't. Like experience, history, and stuff, like all of that matters. But I feel like you can change your outlook or the way you like go about things,
right,
with different situations. What do you think?
Yeah, I know, definitely. Yeah, and I think like I said, like if you're scared, it's a good thing. Like if you're scared, it means you're growing. It means it means you're unsure. So fuck it, man. Like, I don't care how old you are. Like, you can do it. Like, no matter what. Like, I know a lot of people get like anxiety when they're like up on stage or like they're talking publicly.
Bro, I still do, man. That's tough.
Yeah, I do too sometimes. But like, you gotta tell yourself that like they ain't shit. The people who are listening, they ain't shit, and like they're not really listening. Like, to be honest with you, like you gotta like tell yourself in a way that like pushes you to do it. Like whatever it is for you. Like I'm like pretty mean to myself. So I'm always like, you fucking dumb, you fucking bitch, like just do it. Like in my head, I'm always like, no, fucking lame ass. I'm pretty mean to myself, and like I do that when I work out too. I just like tell myself,
you're a fucking bitch. You can't lift this. You're a bitch. Do this like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can't do this. You can't do anything else. Yeah, basically, that's my life. That's how I guess I developed my kind of killer confidence instinct.
Killer confidence. Yeah. Killer instinct.
I'm sure it's gonna bite me in the ass somehow, but as of right now, I don't really see a negative to it as of yet.
No, man.
I think in moderation and in where you see appropriate. I think it's important. Like I don't think you should be all that all the time. Like I'm definitely not all that all the time. You gotta know your place.
Nah, you gotta You gotta learn. You gotta know what to do, where to do it.
Exactly. And you know, like you're gonna learn it the hard way. You're gonna learn that maybe the easy way. Like I don't know. Like I not hang out, but I'm very privileged to meet quite important people in the world. And like you know, you gotta just know your place. Like you're not gonna be talking like all that shit like in front of those people. You know, and like I'm very privileged to be in positions where I can talk to people who are, you know, like who are willing to listen, and that might be a place to, you know, to show that skill. So I think that's how I see all this mentality shit.
The mentality shit.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. I'm for me, like what I think about it is like I'm working at it. Like it's been like for me, it's like a lifelong battle. Confidence, anxiety, and self-esteem, stuff like that is something I feel like I'm constantly battling. You know what I mean? And but the new thing though, that like the sort of like the new mentality that I've been having is that like nobody really gives a shit. and I don't know how good true. Or how or how bad it is, but for me it's in a positive way where I think it like kind of helped me a little bit.
Yeah,
is that like all this shit that you're worried about, like really at the end of the day, everyone is so consumed by what's happening in their lives. Yes, they're not gonna fucking give a shit about you.
There we go.
Like you're so insignificant.
Yes,
outside of your mind, like outside of your head, like you are fucking so insignificant. Yeah, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And you're so free. You like just do whatever the fuck you want.
Exactly. And that's what I was trying to say just now. Just like, you know, like you
just be yourself.
Yeah, just be yourself. Like no one's gonna listen to you. Like truthfully,
and
like
nobody gives a shit.
No one gives a shit.
Like, yeah, no, like I know, like I'm saying that this like I believe in it, but sometimes I don't.
Of course, I get it.
Yeah, like this is just me projecting.
Yeah, like imagine you're like presenting in front of your class. Yeah, you're presenting in front of your class, right? Like your friends they only care in like the first minute, and then they zone out, dude. Like not even gonna lie.
Yeah, like how am I gonna get home? Like it's raining outside. It's gonna be cold. You know, is my boyfriend cheating on me? Like, you know what I mean? Like people are worried about their own lives. Like they don't fucking give a shit about you.
Yeah.
So do what you got. Like be yourself. Like you know what I mean? Like just go out there and just fucking live your life. I guess.
Live your life. Yeah,
that is good. Like, yeah, nobody gives a shit.
Nobody gives a shit.
People have better things. People have more important things to them to worry about.
All right, this sounds
fucking. Than fucking. I don't know.
Someone might get depressed from this.
I don't know. I think I wanted to share it because
of course
it's like
I think it's important.
It's a thing that I think it's like a thing that's helping me a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree. Like I think it's part of what I tell myself too. Yeah, and I think at that I think we can probably close this topic.
Did we talk about music at all?
We did not talk about music at all, which is fine.
That's fine.
Like I said, I just want this podcast to be a place to talk.
Whatever
it is. Like, I didn't feel like talking about music today. I came in, I told Findi, let's talk about the NBA finals, and as you've listened, we didn't talk about any of the stats. Like, it's not important to me, like, whatever the stats are.
Yeah, I can't remember them anyways.
Like, fuck them. Like, we're not sports nerds. Like, we talk about more stuff like this, and then, like, it's like what comes to mind, what sparks curiosity, what strikes a chord with us. So I'm glad whoever's listening right now has listened to this point. If you heard of the Easter eggs, just follow through with the instructions. I just want to see who who cares. If you don't want to comment, you can DM us on Instagram too. Just curious. But Findi, do you have music that you like to share with? Oh, actually, do you have anything else to talk about before we close this officially?
I'm good, bro.
You're good?
I'm good. I think honestly, I feel a little bit better. I was having a little kind of a hard day, but
really? I'm sorry to hear that.
Just talking about that made me a little bit better. So thank you for choosing the topic for this week.
I'm grateful.
It was
I'm grateful.
Productive topic.
Naruto.
Yeah.
Oh, let me be.
I got a little bit too. I weeped out too much, eh?
A little bit.
I weeped out.
No, it was a bit like Deku. What is a Deku?
Yeah, no, but I only reference mainstream, like very mainstream anime.
Yeah.
I didn't go deep. You know what I mean? Like. Do you have music? You got a song, bro?
I got songs.
You got a song?
I'm gonna take it from you first before you take it. I'm gonna say "JEWELZ" by Anderson .Paak.
Oh yeah, of course,
bro. Is a banger. Like, I love it so much. It's so short too. It's like 2.5 minutes, and like it's like short and sweet.
I listened to like back to back.
Yeah, exactly. And I've just been grooving out to that song lately, and I think it's a little weird how like it's the music video with his kid like dancing, but the song is like he's like talking about like other women. I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. It's a little different.
Yeah, he's a character, bro.
I get it.
He's probably not. It's fiction. It's art. Okay. Yes.
The other song is Ginga by Robson Jorge, I think, or George. I'm sorry. And Lincoln...
George or Jorge?
Lincoln Olivetti. I don't know. They're fucking...
Is this Portuguese?
Is Jorge. So I think it is Jorge.
Is it Brazilian? Is it
I
Portuguese?
think so. It's instrumental, I think.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so is that all your 2 songs?
Yeah, that's my 2 songs.
Okay, so I have this song. It's called Chocolate Pomegranate.
Damn, that sounds pretty good.
It sounds tasty, and the song is also very good. It's by Lennox.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know this.
And yes, yeah, you know the artist.
I know the artist. Yeah.
Yeah, she's great. You should check her out. And the other song is an old, well, not so old, but Blur song. It's called GhostShip. You know the lead singer of Blur, like the guy from Gorillaz? Yeah, that guy, Damon something.
Matt.
This is his Damon Matt. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I think his name's Damon. I'm not sure, but yeah, Blur GhostShip is a really good song. It's like perfect like fall weather. It's getting kind of cold. It's starting to rain a little bit.
Sick. Well, there we go. I hope you enjoyed this week's podcast. Feel free to comment. We'd like to hear from you. Obviously, comment what I told you to comment. We'd love you to like interact with us a little bit more. Like, we want to hear from you guys, like what you guys want to hear, what you guys don't like, what you guys do like. Maybe we want to implement a new segment to the podcast. Maybe add some fan participation or audience participation, whatever you want to call it. And
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, fuck it, dude. This is a piece of shit podcast. Like,
hey, listen. It's fun. We're having fun.
We're having fun.
I'm having fun. I don't know about you. This is fun.
Okay. Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, please. We're trying to get to at least 100 subscribers. It'll be very cool if we do. We're at 54 right now. 54 subscribers. It'll be nice to get some more.
45 to go, bro.
Yeah.
Once we hit 100, it's gonna be a special episode.
Whoa.
We're gonna have a special episode. Whatever we do,
we come.
It's like it's 2030. like we're like married. Like the special episode comes. 2 of the accounts were made by the same person. Our parents.
What would that be though? Like we would just like show our kids on the podcast.
I don't know. I guess
Thank you
we'll
for
find out.
Subscribers. Here's my kid.
Subscribers.
Here's my kid talking instead of me.
Yeah, probably,
okay.
Bro.
Well, thank you, Findi, for talking to me.
Thanks, Mark.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.